Hey there! Welcome to the Business Secrets of the Pharaohs. In this video, we're going to be discussing the ancient business practices of the pharaohs, who were the rulers of ancient Egypt over 3,000 years ago. Now, you might be thinking to yourself things like, why on earth would I care about the business practices of a bunch of ancient rulers who have been dead for thousands of years? Or, isn't this just a ridiculous spoof book from the hit TV series Peep Show? In fact, what am I even doing here? But the truth is, the pharaohs were actually some of the most successful and influential leaders in history, and their approach to business and leadership still has relevance today. So grab your popcorn and get ready to learn something new and maybe even a little bit cool. Let's dive in. First things first, let's talk about the concept of Maut. Maut was the ancient Egyptian concept of balance, truth, and order, and the pharaohs saw themselves as the guardians of Maut. They believed that it was their duty to maintain balance and order in the world, and they used this ideology to justify their rule and their wealth. Now, one of the main ways the pharaohs maintained their wealth and power was through agriculture. In ancient Egypt, agriculture was the backbone of the economy, and the pharaohs controlled the irrigation systems and the distribution of crops. They even had a tool called a Nilometer, which was used to measure the water levels of the Nile and predict the success of the annual inundation, flooding. Talk about high-tech. Always keep up with the latest technology to gain an advantage. Today this is things like AI tools, Amazon for e-commerce, Etsy/Shopify, online shop, Canva, for design, and keeping on top of the latest trends, TikTok anyone? But agriculture wasn't the only way the pharaohs made their fortune. Trade was also a major part of ancient Egyptian society, and the pharaohs used their control of the Nile and their military power to protect their trade routes. In fact, a document known as the Renish's Lands Museum papyrus details the sale of a shipment of grains and oil to a foreign merchant. So even back then, the pharaohs were all about that export life. Whatever you're selling today, make sure you get the widest reach possible. With opportunities like Amazon FBA and dropshipping, it's easier than ever to do this. Check out the thousands of videos on YouTube on these topics to update your knowledge. In addition to agriculture and trade, craftsmanship was also an important part of ancient Egyptian society. The pharaohs used their wealth to commission luxurious items such as jewelry, furniture, and sculptures. Just take a look at the tomb of Tutankhamun, which contained a wealth of intricate and beautifully crafted objects. These craftspeople were highly skilled and highly respected, and their talents were integral to the success of the pharaohs. The quality of your talent matters. But it wasn't all about material wealth for the pharaohs. They were also patrons of the arts, commissioning works of art and literature for their own enjoyment and for the enjoyment of their subjects. Have you ever heard of ancient Egyptian love poetry? It's a thing, and it's pretty steamy. In addition, the Thebes papyri is a collection of documents that detail the business transactions of the pharaohs and their officials, including the commissioning of artistic works. Now, the pharaohs didn't just rely on their wealth to maintain their power. They also used propaganda to glorify their rule and make themselves look good, commissioning lavish temple complexes and monumental statues to show off their wealth and influence. Just think of the Temple of Karnak and the Great Pyramids of Giza, both of which are still standing today and are testament to the pharaohs' power and wealth. Good PR and promotion remains very important to this day. Use your social media channels and networks to get yourself out there. But of course, all of this wealth and power didn't come for free. The pharaohs collected revenue from their subjects through taxation. The Abusir papyri is a collection of documents that detail the taxation system of ancient Egypt and the duties and responsibilities of the pharaoh's officials. It's not exactly thrilling reading, but it shows just how organized and efficient the pharaohs were when it came to collecting revenue. Although you may struggle to collect taxes unless you're the government, making sure you get organized and collect all monies owed to you to maintain cash flow is a sound business principle that stands the test of time. So there you have it, some of the business secrets of the pharaohs. While the pharaohs might have ruled over 3,000 years ago, their approach to business and leadership is still relevant today. From the concept of Maut to their control of agriculture and trade, the pharaohs knew how to maintain their wealth and power. So the next time you're feeling a little lost in the business world, just remember the lessons of the pharaohs. Maybe you can't commission your own pyramid, but you can certainly take a page out of their book when it comes to leadership and success. I hope you enjoyed learning about the business secrets of the pharaohs. Thanks for watching.